State are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Gators in the hurry up. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Prove you're the better team.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball.
They'll try to get him on the fake. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
Man, I love the way this defense just started this football game. You gave up some yards, but who cares? Great job adjusting, getting the 4th down stop, now creating some momentum for your offense.
He breaks a tackle and runs through another one. Touchdown Seminoles. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Coming out with it, it's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive units.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a gap. It's Ball. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
To the air, it's Flagway. Now adjusting. throws into the middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Gators will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Shakes off the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? Think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Davis. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab, it's Pittman. And that had all the makings of hard meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
On the ground, it's Ball. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played...
Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Running back searching for a hole. Running to Green. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Brings up 2nd down.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Boom. Got it in the middle, it's Livingston. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. Here's the handoff. Oh, it's a fumble! And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Well, the bad news on that play is they did not get the first down. The good news, though, luckily, the fumble went out of bounds, so they maintained possession because that could have been disastrous for the offense.
And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. To give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Going downfield for the big play. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. They'll ride Davis here. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throwing on the run. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Unloads it left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll send the tight end in motion. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Punt is in the air. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that back. Turning it on! They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The Seminoles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
Oh, it's out! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He wants to change this route. Unloads to the wideout. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Unloads it downfield. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, no! Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Florida. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. That's caught, it's Davis. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. He tries to take the top off. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Gator! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure.
A nice job getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack, making sure he didn't have time to buy some more space, and he almost grabbed him and pulled him into the end zone. He almost got 2 points and a safety.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Backed up in their own end, maybe a quick hitter. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Power football with the run. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Bagway. Working that wide receiver screen. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Uncorks one to the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And you know they're going to go for it again on 4th down. At least you think they are, because early in this game we've already seen them try to go for it on a couple 4th downs. They didn't get any of those. They got to find a way to stay on the field here. They've got to get their best playmaker on offense, the football.
the ground with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. The give to the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they've taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. He's taking the shot. And here's the third interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This offense has it with really good field position. Going to run it. It's ball. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quickly out to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with it.
Dances away. Got out of trouble and throws. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick, and LaVergne schools, and because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Castellanos. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it though.
Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To throw, it's Lagway. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Few teams improved over the 2nd half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Clark. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now they'll run the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Just going to keep it after the snap. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He wants it all. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. He'll try the left side. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to pass, it's Castellanos. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep cut.
And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Leaves it with the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. The Gators are in the hurry-up.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, it affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Tight end now in motion. Back to pass, it's Lagway. The sure hands, it's Brown. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
We reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. He'll pull it on the read. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Fires to the wideout. He's got it, first down and more. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the tight end. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
How do I make the defense defend multiple plays? Really nice job running the RPO. The pass threat, you can tell, soften them up a little bit. Now you hand the football off, and you get the big third down conversion.
They're going to ride this running back. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Florida State.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Dead center perfect. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And, David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. To the air, it's Castellanos. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys